Alright, y'all. Welcome back. What's happening with it? Gonna be fucking with something different today, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and get my stream paired up here. I was going to make this as a video, but I'm like, you know what? I think it'd be more fun if I went ahead and just went live with it. Get your guys' thoughts, opinions, what you agree with, disagree with, up in the motherfucking tier ranking. So give me a few minutes. I'll wait for some people to get in. We're gonna have some fun with this shit. I know a lot of these y'all are gonna agree, but I think a lot of them you're gonna disagree. And that's okay. That's alright. But we're gonna be starting off from Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare, all the way to what the fuck we have today. Modern Warfare 2 2022. And I think y'all can already imagine which tier I'm probably going to put that game in. But I meant to make this 3, 4, maybe even 5 months ago. Again, like so many other videos, I never got around to it. This will be a fun one. I want to hear your thoughts, opinions up in the motherfucking live chat too. Let me know what y'all agree and disagree with. We'll go ahead and get this shit started in about 2 minutes. 2-3 minutes. Wait for a few more people to get in. Carlos, what up? What's happening with it? Let me do an audio test real quick too. I want to make sure my shit's actually working. Okay, we're good. We are good. I'm just waiting a few minutes before I make this shit. YouTube half the fucking time is delayed. They don't like to send out notifications right away. That's very fucking obvious. Piece of shit cocksuckers, but whatever. That's what the fuck you get when you're dealing with a broken ass platform like YouTube. Now you got the goddamn cat stepping up on my keyboard and shit. You need to get the fuck down, please. Thank you. But I think we'll go ahead and get started here. First off, we're going to be starting off with the OG COD 4 Modern Warfare Original. Fantastic game. However, I'm not going to put that in the S tier. I'm going to throw this bitch in the A tier. Make this shit a little bit smaller. A lot of people might be surprised by that. I don't think it was a fantastic game. I think it was solid all the fucking way around. Don't get it fucked up. I'm going to save the S tier for like 2 of them. Maybe even 1 of them. But yeah, Modern Warfare Original. I think the servers are starting to get populated again. Fun ass game. Great maps. Solid gunplay. Not a whole lot of glitches. I mean, you had a few overpowered weapons here and there. And the goddamn noob tubes. Oh man, those were a fucking trip on that game. But yeah, I'm gonna give that shit an A. Very, very solid A. Next one, we got a game that I never really played a whole lot. But when I did play it, it was pretty damn fun. Call of Duty World at War. I'm gonna throw this bitch in the B tier. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I really don't give a fuck. I just don't think it was that fantastic. I thought the maps were kind of average. They were nothing fantastic. The gunplay was really fun though. The weapons were hella fun, no doubt. I just don't think it deserves an A or an S. I think it was just kind of there, you know? No one really talks about it much anymore. I really don't even think that many people talked about it way back when, 15 years ago when it came out. You know, it was a solid game. It was just nothing amazing. Moving on though, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm tempted to put this one in the S. I really am. I'm tempted. But I'm not going to do it. I think it's an A tier game, right along with the original Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 again had some phenomenal maps. Great gunplay. Servers were meh. They were okay at best. I had a lot of fucking error messages on that game. A lot of connection interrupted. A lot of crazy shit with that game. But it was fun. It was a really good ass fucking game. No doubt. To interrupt this though, I'm gonna go ahead and read the chat. We got Eddie who said I put COD 4 on top because it was the first COD I played. I fuck with it. I definitely fuck with it. I think it was the first one I played too. And don't get me wrong, it was hella fun. But I think the S tier is only going to be for one game on my tier list anyways. And I'm sure a lot of y'all probably agree. Some people might disagree. Again, it's all good. Black Ops 1. This game right here, I was going to put as an A. I changed my mind though. I'm going to throw this bitch in the S tier. Fantastic motherfucking maps. In this game right here is where the Black Ops series obviously started. And damn, it was fun. It was a hell of a lot of fun. There's a lot of maps on this game that I don't think can possibly be fucked with ever. I don't think any game creator can come up with some of these maps that were on Black Ops 1. Obviously, some toxic ass motherfucking people on BO1, but that has nothing to do with why I'm ranking it that way. I mean, you have toxic fucking players on these new ones. They don't get a great rating because of that, but I just feel like the good old-fashioned toxic feel. Oh man, those are the great days of COD. And they cannot be fucked with. But yeah, BO1, good-ass maps, good-ass weapons. Some of them were overpowered like a motherfucker. Some of the ARs, I think, were way too overpowered for what the fuck we got, but it is what it is, and it had a hell of a lot of fun-ass maps. I will never the fuck forget about to this day. Next one, though, we gotta fuck with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this shit in the B tier. Definitely not as good as the first two. Again, solid game. Great maps. I love playing on Dome. Just nothing that really stands out with that game compared to some of the others. You know, it was just, again, kind of there. It was great for its time, no doubt. Nothing really special I can think of when it comes to Modern Warfare 3. Some of the maps I think were kind of shitty on that game. Most of them were good. But it definitely fell off from the first two. And we're going to bounce right into Black Ops 2. You already know where I'm putting this. You already the fuck know. S tier, baby. S plus. Oh, shit. I mean, you talk about a game that's so perfectly well-rounded that no Call of Duty game will ever be able to fuck with it. Look no further than BO2. Amazing maps all the way around. I can't think of a single BO2 map that I didn't like. Or, you know, left the lobby when I seen I was put into it. Can't think of a single map. Very balanced weapons, a good weapon choice, just a great selection. Oh man, just phenomenal game. I think the mechanics on that game were perfect. The graphics for the time was phenomenal. I can't think of anything when it comes to BO2 that I didn't like, except for maybe the melee. The melee mechanics were not very good on BO2. But one or two, even three things wrong with the game definitely does not put that any lower on the tier. I think that game was just so well rounded overall. No game or no COD game will be able to fuck with it. So many memories on BO2, man. Way too many memories. I would always come on that game after school, join the Xbox Live party, and we would just be playing that shit for hours. Coming from someone that doesn't even fuck with zombies, I fucked with the zombies on BO2. And phenomenal campaign, great campaign, which I know I didn't really talk about the campaign on any of these games. All these games had great campaigns, in my opinion, but nothing really worth mentioning. I'm here to mainly focus on multiplayer, but of course, when it comes to BO2, you gotta mention the zombies too. Best zombies experience ever on that game. And gotta say, that'll always be my favorite COD game of all time. COD Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts, which I know Carlos is waiting for me to put this shit in the S tier. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It is not going to happen, I'm sorry. First one of the day to go into the C tier. Nothing stood out about that game at all. People were expecting the world after BO2. Well, with Call of Duty Ghosts, they didn't get that. COD Ghost was the first COD game I did buy for the PS4, though, and the lobbies were pretty populated at the time, and some of the maps were cool. Some of the maps, though, I don't know where the fuck they pulled them from. I don't know if they had the same crackheads working on them maps as the ones that they do today, making the not the BO2, what the fuck, the Modern Warfare 2 2022 maps. I don't know, I just don't think the maps on Ghost were that good. I don't think the gunplay was great. I don't think any of the choices were phenomenal on that game. I don't think anything about Ghost was too good. I don't think it was too bad either. I just think the game was there to be there. You know what I mean? Nothing really I can say about that. There is a couple really fun maps on Ghost I used to fuck with. I used to grind them. I might even go back and play Ghost for the hell of it one of these days. I just don't think it was anything all that great. And I know Carlos will have something else to say. Let me know, Carlos, what you think about that. I'm trying not to make these too small, but I want to have room to put all of them on here. Anyways, moving on to Advanced Warfare. A game I never really played all that much, fucked with at all. I played it again a few times here and there. It's gonna join Call of Duty Ghosts in the motherfucking C tier. Again, just not a great game. I didn't really fuck with the mechanics. Of course, it was a quote-unquote futuristic COD, and a lot of people weren't fucking with the movement. And I like the future CODs, I do. I like the futuristic vibe. I'm not even the one to talk shit on that. I fuck with it heavy, but I just didn't like the mechanics on that game. The time to kill on Advanced Warfare, though, I gotta say, was phenomenal. It was perfect. No COD was better at time to kill than Advanced Warfare, in my opinion. Weapon balancing was pretty good on that game. The maps were not that great, though. The maps were extremely forgettable, and Advanced Warfare as a whole was extremely forgettable. You ain't have a motherfucking soul talking about that game nowadays. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. I'm gonna catch up on the comments here real quick, though. BO1 and BO2 are in S tier, most definitely. Absolutely. I got them exactly where the fuck they need to be at. I thought about putting BO1 in the A tier, but nah, you gotta throw that shit in the S tier. That's where the greatness really started and was really coming through. BO2, no doubt, S tier. Absolutely S tier. The FAMAS, yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. Exactly what I was referring to on BO1. Fun weapon to use, just not balanced well at all. Wasn't expecting it to be in the S tier. Me neither. Me neither. If you were talking about BO1. Um, Ghost was mediocre at best. Campaign was okay at best. Multiplayer was fun for a little bit but got dry. That also goes for Infection mode or whatever it was. I feel that. I never played Infection on Ghost. Or actually, let me scrap that. Yeah, I did. I did play it. But yeah, nothing I was a big fan of at all. That's for sure. The only reason I put it in the A tier is because it had map based score streaks like the Predator. Yeah, I mean, I think Ghost did introduce that. I could be wrong. Maybe a COD before that did the fucking map based score streaks. Or maybe Ghost was the only one that did that. I don't know. Fuck, to be honest, I don't even know. But yeah, Ghost was okay. It's nothing that I hated by any means. It was just nothing I would go out of my way to really play again. But a lot of people like Ghost. A lot of people were expecting the world after getting a great fucking game like BO2. Even when BO2 first came out, no one talked shit about it. They fucking knew better. Amazing maps, all the way around. If we ever got a BO2 remastered, which I'm shocked they haven't done one by now, they're fucking retarded to not have done one by now. But if they ever do one, I'll buy it. Even though I said I'll never buy another COD title, in this stage, at this rate, the way that they have things going right now, I think I would succumb and I would probably buy a BO2 remaster. Even though I've got BO2 on Plutonium PC, I still think I would buy a remaster. And I am totally shocked that they haven't done one by now. They're really fucking up. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue here. After Advanced Warfare, we have got Black Ops 3. I don't know why these bitches have to be so big. I gotta fucking downsize them every time. That game is going to be sitting pretty in the A tier. A lot of people think, which I disagree with highly, that BO3 was the downfall of COD. I don't think so at all. I think BO3 was fucking fantastic. I thought the maps were very, very well executed for the playstyle. I thought the time to kill was kind of whack on BO3, but other than the time to kill, I think everything on that game was pretty damn good, except for a couple maps. Most of the maps were very good. I did like that futuristic playstyle. I do like the jetpacks and the exosuits. It makes people move around the map so they can't camp there and lay on their vaginas the entire goddamn game. Again, that ain't what the fuck COD is supposed to be. It's a first person shooter. You're supposed to run around the map, and you should earn your motherfucking kills, not sit behind some goddamn barrier or lay on top of something like a bitch. And I thought BO3 really implemented that playstyle to where, nah, you ain't gonna sit there in a corner. You ain't gonna camp like a hoe. You're gonna move around this goddamn map, and we're gonna add jetpacks and exosuits, and we're gonna balance them well. And I thought everything about that game was just pretty damn fucking good. Alright, moving on though. Infinite Warfare. This game could not have come out at a worse time, really. After getting Advanced Warfare just a few years before it, a couple of years before it, really, and then getting BO3, which was a futuristic movement style, they really went above and beyond with the futuristic shit with Infinite Warfare. I thought it was a very, very good game. I thought the campaign was probably one of the best campaigns we have ever gotten in a COD game. I really do think that. The multiplayer definitely could have been better. For that reason, it's going in the B tier. A lot of y'all are probably surprised. Most motherfuckers would put that shit in the D tier or even the F tier. I liked Infinite Warfare. I did. I really liked Infinite Warfare. If there's still people playing it, I would turn around and fucking buy that game again. But I damn well know that the servers are deader than Betty White's cryptic ass pussy. If that game still had people playing it, I would be playing it right along with them. Infinite Warfare was one that a lot of people overlooked. No one fucked with it because, oh my god, we just fucking got Advanced Warfare, we just fucking got, BO3 with the futuristic playstyle and the jetpacks and the exosuits and all that shit. I fucking hate this game. And a lot of people blindly hated on that bitch. Didn't even play it, but hated it. I played this game thinking I would hate it, and I didn't. I really, really liked it. And it deserves a very solid place in the B tier. I almost put it in the A tier, but I just think that the maps could have been better, and I think we kind of got a lack of multiplayer maps with Infinite Warfare. Could have been some more game modes too with that game. I think the matchmaking though on Infinite Warfare was absolutely fucking terrible. That is one of the few things I genuinely hated about that game was the matchmaking. It was always kicking me out of lobbies, giving me error messages. It took forever to find a match sometimes. I would get constant disconnections. I would get constant connection interrupted messages. That game did not have good servers. And not to mention, in terms of actual matchmaking, I was always getting fucked over. Like, I was always being put on losing teams. And this was before the SBMM shit, as far as I know. Maybe Infinite Warfare did have SBMM, and it really kind of portrayed on that game, if that is the case, because I was always being put on fucking losing battles, and our opponents were always just dog walking us. It seems like almost every match I got put into, my team was just a bunch of piece of shit mongoloids, didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Just mainly scooting their bony ass around the map, not really doing shit, going 2-11, 3-19. Which, you know what, I can't even talk shit on those type of players. But you know what, it sucks when you get 3 of them in a motherfucking lobby. And you're having to sit there and carry your whole motherfucking team. And you damn well know you ain't gonna do it, so you just end up leaving out of the motherfucking match, you know? But yeah, Infinite Warfare, great game overall. Could have been executed better, but I think it was very, very poor timing to release that game. Alright, let me catch up on these comments here. BO3 was the best jetpack COD game in my opinion. I gotta give it the number 2 spot. I think Infinite Warfare had better jetpack mechanics. BO3 was great though. BO3 was absolutely great. In terms of overall gameplay, I would give it a slight edge over Infinite Warfare. In terms of maps, because that's back when Treyarch was good, I would give him that benefit of the doubt. Definitely give him the benefit over Infinite Warfare. Let me see here. Wolfblade said BO3, good zombies, decent, tolerable, multiplayer dogshit campaign. I never played the BO3 campaign. I don't think I ever played it. But yeah, multiplayer was great. Zombies, I played here and there. It was pretty good. It was okay. Coming from someone that doesn't really fuck with zombies, it was okay. Just nothing I ever really focused on. I think maybe if I played zombies a little bit more, I would become accustomed to it and enjoy it a bit more. But oh, let's see here. BO3 had the worst campaign though. Other than that, pretty solid game. Yeah, man. I mean, I can't disagree with that. Like I said, I never played the campaign on BO3, besides maybe some bits and pieces, and there's probably a damn good reason why I didn't follow through with actually completing it. I think the campaign on BO3 was just there to be there. I think their main focus was multiplayer, movement, yeah, doing the shit that Treyarch does. Treyarch was never really known for fantastic campaigns. They were always known as those motherfuckers that will put out some good-ass multiplayer maps and some good-ass zombies. And now they can't do either. They can't make good multiplayer or campaign games. They can't do shit right. None of these COD developers nowadays can do fucking jack shit right, which I'll get into. BO3 campaign was ass. Y'all seem to be on the same page with that. So, I'll take your guys' word. Only good thing about the BO3 campaign is that you can play it with other people. Oh yeah, that's true. I did hear about that. I definitely did hear that. I don't know where I heard that from or how many years ago I heard that, but it had some co-op shit. But yeah, BO3 was hella fun, but the campaign was probably not it. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water here. Alright, we're good. Original Black Ops, aka Black Ops. Oh, BO1? I put that in the S tier. I'm sorry, y'all might not be able to see these very well, because I did put them kind of small. But yeah, that game is in the S tier. Where did I leave off at? I think Infinite Warfare. So, moving on here. COD Modern Warfare Remastered. This game right here was the sole reason that many people bought Infinite Warfare when it came out. Because at first, you could not get Modern Warfare Remastered without buying Infinite Warfare. So a lot of people bought Infinite Warfare just so they can have that bundle, so they can actually play Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't think Modern Warfare Remastered was that good though. I'm putting it in the C. I'll explain why. Every time I played that game, every single time I played that game, I would have connection problems. You had some of the most bitch made players on that game, too. Just a bunch of camping motherfucking fairies. No one ever wanted to move around the maps. The maps that they did add weren't that good. I think the matchmaking on that game was pretty fucking dog shit. Me and Carlos just re-downloaded that game, what, last week, 2 weeks ago, and played it a little bit. The servers, and he can attest to this, were fucking horrific. Being randomly disconnected, having shitty ass players, just in terms of overall matchmaking, we were always being fucking dog walked. Always. I mean, I don't think we won maybe more than 1 or 2 games of probably the 12 to 15 that we did. And I know we're not playing it in the peak of when the game came out, but even when I was playing it when it first came out, it was just never that good. I don't think that it was executed very well compared to the original. And I know I'm kind of nitpicking a little bit, but I don't think that anything was really developed that well. I just think that game was kind of there to be there. And for the people that didn't want the exosuits and play Infinite Warfare, that game was going to be there for those types of players that wanted to go back to the good old fashioned boots on ground at the time. Which, here it is now, 2023. I'm saying, man, fuck boots on ground. I'm trying to play another futuristic COD. Which I haven't done in a while except for BO3. Carlos and I played BO3 a while back. It was fun. Don't get it twisted, it was pretty fun. BO3 in its prime, though, was unmatched. That shit was amazing. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Got off topic there on a tangent. But yeah, Modern Warfare Remastered, it was there to be there. It was there for the people that weren't going to fuck with the exosuits and the jetpacks, and it just wasn't that executed. They definitely could have added some more maps. Um, they definitely could have gave us some more game modes. I did like the snipers only game mode on that game. I did. One of my favorite maps of all time, Wet Work. Which, you know what, that reminds me. I might even do another live stream today ranking some of my top favorite and least favorite COD maps. We can definitely do some more tier lists on top of this too. It doesn't have to be only COD, but I'm really tempted to do one when it comes to the maps, because there's a lot of good shit and a lot of terrible shit. So, but anyways, yeah, Wet Work, that was on Modern Warfare Remastered, one of my favorites of all time. I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty damn fun on that game. Other than that, I just wasn't fucking with it. To make a long story short, I wasn't really fucking with Modern Warfare Remastered. Moving on to World War II. Motherfucker, I'm so tempted to put this shit in the D. But I'm gonna go ahead and be nice and put it in the C. it gets a C tier. I would say when it first came out, it was dwindling between D and F. It was dwindling between them two bitches because this game came out with 9 maps. I solely remember that. It was the least amount of maps that we have ever gotten in a COD game. They did turn around and give us more as time went on, but I don't give a shit, okay? That was the game right there that basically made it okay for these developers to make some half-ass bullshit and then fix it later on. We never got that with any other COD before that. World War II made it fully acceptable for these bitch-made motherfuckers to just put out rubbish and then fix it as time goes on. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and add this in 3-4 months. Oh, we'll fix this later. Nah, when a motherfucking title comes out, it should be working from the rip. It should be working from the motherfucking jump. Otherwise, why don't you charge me $15 for when it first comes out, and then when you actually add more content and fix the bugs and fix the bullshit that should have been fixed on day one launch, then you can mark it as full price. That's a motherfucking way I look at it. Otherwise, fuck you, suck my dick. I'm not down with this stupid ass shit where they just add a little bit of content here and there, or give us a broken game and then just kinda gradually fix it as time goes on. I'm so fucking tired of that. Not only when it comes to COD and Activision, but all these other game studios nowadays, they think it's perfectly okay to do that shit. Give us such a fucked up, broken, buggy experience and just rush out a bunch of shit and put minimal content. And then as time goes on, they'll fix it. Fuck all that. But getting back to World War II, I thought the aim assist on World War II was phenomenal. I think that game had the best aim assist mechanics and possibly the best shooting mechanics of any other COD out there. Even though I wasn't a big fan of World War II and the 9 maps that came out, I did like that. I think the shooting mechanics were great. The war mode, I fucked with that pretty heavy. I really did enjoy the war mode. Unfortunately, no one plays that shit anymore. I would be more than happy to go back and play that, though, if it was still populated. I've got Call of Duty World War II on my PS5. I'm almost tempted to reinstall that game and fuck with it. I just think it's going to be a fucking ghost town on that game. I don't think anyone's going to be playing that bitch. But yeah, World War II is just kind of there. It was kind of there, and then it fell off. People forgot about it. Some of the maps, though, on that game, like Point to Hawk, one of my favorite maps of all time. I thought World War II had some pretty good maps. I thought it had a lot of fucking bummers, though, too. Because all we got with World War II were fucking 3-lane maps, which a lot of people like that style. I don't. I at least want to have a fucking 4 or a 5 path lane map, you know what I mean? I don't like this fucking 3-lane bullshit where you go left, middle, right, left, middle, right, left, middle, right. I don't fuck with that. You gotta mix it up a little more. You gotta have 7, 8 paths in some maps. Give us a good variety of small, medium, large maps with good fucking paths, which again is some shit that they do not know how to execute nowadays. Damn, I'm running out of voice. I'm getting tired here. I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll finish this shit up. Not gonna lie, I hated the original Modern Warfare multiplayer, so I actually skipped the Infinite Warfare bundle. I think you're probably the first person that has actually said that they hate the original Modern Warfare 2. Or the original Modern Warfare, I mean, not Modern Warfare 2. The OG Modern Warfare, and he hates it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. There's no point of that. If you don't like a game, then you don't like it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I thought it was pretty damn good in terms of just really, quite frankly, everything. The gameplay, the maps, the weapons. I think the OG Modern Warfare is really where everything kind of untwindled and got started. I thought COD 4 was pretty damn good. There's a few things that could have been fixed. Some of the map designs were questionable. Still 10 times better, again, than the shit that we get today. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like that game. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. Most people like that game. But there's a few people here and there that didn't like it. But you, I think, are the first person that says that they hated it. But hey, that's your opinion. I respect it. I fucked with it, but it's all good. People camping with snipers. On what game, Carlos? Valid gamer, it was complete ass. What game are you talking about? You should make sure to get a lot of attention doing it. Thanks, man. I might look into that. I'm not very good in terms of editing and collaborating shit. Hell, I just now started putting thumbnails in my fucking videos. I used to not even give a fuck about the thumbnail. But I realized, you know what? If you want to have people click on your shit, you gotta have a good thumbnail. You gotta have a good title. You gotta have an interesting title. But yeah, I'll think about doing some shorts. I made a couple here and there in the past, but it was nothing that I really put any effort into. Maybe I'll kind of do a little bit of research, learn how to make them, put out a few here and there. It's not a bad idea. Wolfblade said, as much as I love World at War, it's basically a shittier COD 4 with a World War II reskin. Sorry to say that, but the campaign is amazing. Introduced the creepy zombies. Multiplayer connection sucked ass. Yeah, the multiplayer connection on all these old ass COD games were not it. Man, I used to hate that shit where it would be like migrating host. That shit would happen all the motherfucking time on them old ass CODs. That shit used to piss me the motherfuck off. That shit used to really get me heated. You'd be doing so fucking well. All of a sudden you get that goddamn screen pop up. Oh, migrating host. Or, oh, damn it, the server's lost connection. Oh, we're so sorry, sir. Man, fuck you. Again, that shitty ass peer-to-peer connection. But that's all they had back in that day. Hell, look at GTA 5. That game is still played the fuck out of nowadays. And it's got peer-to-peer connections. And that's why the connection on that game is ass. It's fucking terrible. If the host has a bad connection, that lobby is going to suffer along with that motherfucker. Because he decided to steal the local McDonald's connection, running on a fucking 5 kilobyte server and shit. You suffer because of that. Same shit used to happen in these older CODs. If the host had a bad connection, you were bound to suffer along with that bastard. But it is what it is. But yeah, I do kind of agree with what you said about World at War. It was kind of a reskin. But at the same time, it wasn't like a modern day reskin. Like, it had its own identity. It had its own pros and cons. It wasn't just a blatant ripoff, you know? So, that is why it got put in the B category. It did not quite meet the A tier satisfactions, I guess you want to say. It didn't meet the A tier qualifications. World War II was ass, was what I was saying. Yeah, World War II was just kind of mediocre at best. 6 months down the road, they kind of fix it. 9 months down the road, you could say it was alright. A year after the game came out, it was good, but it was dead by then, because everyone fucked off to greener paths. Or what they thought was greener paths. Let me go ahead and continue this shit, because we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to address. So let's change that. Let's talk about Black Ops 4. God damn it. Go smaller. There we go. Great multiplayer with BO4. It kind of had that futuristic vibe, but it wasn't jetpacks. It wasn't exosuits. It was 100% boots on ground, except for the grapple hook, which you had, I think, was... Oh, I forget the goddamn operator. Who gives a fuck? But anyways, I think that BO4 was just kind of a BO3 ripoff. Even though most of the maps on that game were enjoyable, I gotta give this shit a C, because it really didn't have its own identity. BO4 didn't even have a goddamn campaign. Again, Treyarch was never great with making the campaigns. But goddammit, BO3, or why the fuck do I keep on saying that? BO4 deserved a campaign. It did. The fact that they never gave it a campaign was fucking lazy. That's why this game gets a C. The zombies on BO4, I don't even know nothing about. I didn't play zombies on BO4. I'm assuming I had zombies, because it wouldn't be a Black Ops title without zombies. But it wasn't that great. And I wasn't a big fan of that 150 health system too, going back to the multiplayer. Wasn't a big fan of that. Time to kill was way too goddamn long. You'd be putting 10, 12, sometimes even 15 bullets, no shit, into a motherfucker. Just for them to turn around, inject themselves with fucking magical heroin, and bring their health right back up to 150. And you had already shot them 20 motherfucking times. Oh my god, that 150 health system was a drag. That shit was a pain in the motherfucking balls. But the maps, for the most part, on BO4, pretty good. Pretty solid. Can't complain too much. They definitely could have gave us more maps. I think we only had like, what, 10, 11 maps? So they definitely could have given us some more for the lack of not having any kind of campaign. A lot of people were pissed off that it didn't have a campaign. I really didn't give a fuck. But I still thought it was lazy. I still thought that for the people that wanted the campaign, it should have been there. Moving on though, here's where it kind of goes downhill. Modern Warfare 2019. Get that shit out of the S tier. No fucking way in hell. Modern Warfare 2019 gets a D. I was thinking about giving it a C, but no. It gets a D. Here's the deal. Modern Warfare 2019 was okay in terms of gun mechanics, but that's really about all it had. The maps were not good. The SBMM was really starting to kick in. The matchmaking was probably damn near 100% against you most of the time. I feel like, anyways, it was 100% against you. If you had a couple good matches, your third match was bound to be hell in a handbasket. If you were trying to do well, the game would punish you for it. Not as bad as the modern ones, okay? Not as bad as what the fuck we had in Cold War Vanguard and the current shit, Modern Warfare 2 2022. But it was still extremely noticeable. It really was. For that reason, it gets a D. And I don't think that the campaign on Modern Warfare was that great. I think it was lackluster. I didn't really fuck with it that much. And yeah, overall the multiplayer was nothing to brag about. Again, the weapons were fun to play with, but then again, motherfucker, it's a Call of Duty game, it should be. The weapons should be good. They should be smooth. But yeah, the kills on that game weren't very satisfying. The maps, you had motherfucking shit like Piccadilly and fucking Azir Cave, aka Asshair Cave, man, that motherfucking map was the pits. You really could tell with Modern Warfare that's when COD was going to go downhill for the worst. That game also was such a fucking pain in the ass to install and uninstall. You had to sit there and fucking download all these goddamn packs and shit along with it, and eventually you'd get these dumbass messages saying that the packs were corrupted and you need to reinstall this shit, and we couldn't verify the game files, we're going to be suspending your PlayStation 4 application. I got every motherfucking error message known to mankind on that game, because either my files were always corrupted or they couldn't fucking fix something, and I don't know what the fuck they couldn't fix, but something was always screwed up to hell and back with the fucking file system on Modern Warfare. At least playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro, it was fucked up. It was fucked up badly. You would go to reinstall that game, and you'd have all the fucking space in the world on your console, and it would say, could not install, please free up some more space. You dumbass, motherfucking cretinistic, prehistoric, abomination, abortion, piece of fucking dog shit. I have got 600 gigabytes free. The game is 170 gigabytes. What the fuck do you mean I need to clear up more space? Well, the files were always fucked up on that game. That's why. I don't know what they did to fuck it up so badly, but they did. And then, okay, you got through all that bullshit. You did a factory reset up on your PS4 or your Xbox, whatever goddamn console you were on. You'd reinstall all that shit. And then, a day or two later, a pack on there would just magically fucking uninstall itself. Or it would magically corrupt. So then the next day you go on, it would be like, oh, we cannot open up this game because the files are not properly installed. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I just got through installing this bitch not even 2 days ago. How the fuck does it corrupt? And if it was working 2 days ago, why is it not working today? Why weren't the files corrupted 2 days ago? Tell me why I installed all that shit. I got on the game, I was playing in sessions, and then 2 days later I go on and it's magically the fuck corrupted. How does shit like that happen? I don't know. Ask the Modern Warfare 2019 developers, because they fucking made it do that. Well, anyways, moving on. We have got this piece of fucking dog shit, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I do have to say thank you to Cold War for putting a dent on my channel. If it weren't for Cold War, my channel would still probably be at like 10 or 20 subs. That being said, fuck your game. It's a piece of shit. I'm throwing it in the F tier. Rightfully so. The maps weren't worth a fuck. The playstyle wasn't worth a goddamn. Everything was way too fast. It was fucking crackhead speed. Okay? Ridiculous shit in terms of that. The weapons weren't worth a fuck. The aim assist, some of the most abysmal fucking trash I have ever seen. The aim assist, you were better off just turning that shit off, because it would just turn around and fuck with you. Sometimes the shit would work, other times it was nowhere to be found. And sometimes you'd be locked onto an enemy, and then all of a sudden it would just drift over to the right. Just out of nowhere. Or drift over to the left. Or it would just stop working. The weapons on that game were not it. Most of the maps on that game were not it. You had a few fun ones here and there. Other than that, nothing to brag about. In terms of the player base, which I really wasn't trying to include that shit in the COD tier ranking system, because you could say that the player base has always been shit, but no. Cold War had the worst motherfucking player base when it came out. A bunch of bitch-ass pussy motherfuckers laying on the ground, booty sliding everywhere, camping, playing like a fucking spastic retard. No one ever played that game right, is the best way I can sum that up to. Everyone played that game like a fucking bitch. But in terms of the actual gameplay, it was just fucking terrible. It was downright terrible. The servers were ass, always getting disconnections. The SBMM was from hell. Oh my god, the SBMM was some of the worst shit ever. It still is some of the worst shit ever. Man, you thought that the motherfucking Vanguard in the BO2... Or why the fuck do I keep comparing Modern Warfare 2 to BO2? The Modern Warfare 2 2022 SBMM, you think that that shit is bad? Well, it is. But Cold War was potentially the worst. They fucked up so badly, and they made it impossible for you to progress. They made it impossible for you to enjoy yourself. They always made it feel like you were failing in some kind of way. You would do great on 2 or 3 matches. Your 4th match, you'd be getting paired up with fucking FaZe Jev and Exo Ghost and, you know, Scump and all these other tryhards, man. I'm telling you, it was fucking miserable. Someone who averages a .80, .90, maybe a 1.0 at best KD, it ain't fair to me for you to keep putting me up in these goddamn lobbies that are nothing but a bunch of spastic motherfucking bastards that play the goddamn game all day. That SBMM shit made this game worse than what the fuck it already was, with the bad maps, the bad weapons, the bad movement system. Everything about Cold War sucked. And I don't care what bitches say, oh, well, they improved it as time went on, bro. I don't give a fuck. You can't improve a pile of shit, okay? You can't. A pile of shit is still a pile of shit. Fuck what you heard. Moving on, though, to Vanguard. We promise, this will be a World War II experience that you have never seen before. It is going to be so realistic. It's going to be so good, bro. Wrong. Get put in the F tier, you fucking abomination piece of shit. Because that's exactly where the fuck you belong. Yeah, Vanguard had 16 maps at launch, but guess what? 13 of them sucked. Yeah, they added a bunch of weapons. Most of them were broken. Yeah, they turn around and they tell us it's going to be a realistic experience, and then it's nothing but a fucking imagination crackhead dream. It's nothing but one of the most... I don't even have words for it, y'all. They just fucking lied to us. That's what I'm going to sum it up as. The whole entire Vanguard title was a fucking lie, and it was a joke. Only thing I liked about that game was the different modes you had. Like, for example, Blitz. You had... I don't even remember. That game was so goddamn forgettable. But you had the different game modes, which you could have, 6 players, 8 players, 12 players, 16 players. I like that. I really did enjoy that with Vanguard. However, when they were putting 120% of their effort into cheating people out of money with these dumbass Snoop Dogg bundles and these fucking gay-ass dick-in-the-booty weapon skins and anime virginistic bullshit, I said, fuck this game. How are you going to turn around and say it's going to be the most realistic World War II experience, but then you turn around and you put motherfucking Snoop Dogg on the battlefield? Like, get that shit up out of here. And you put anime skins and disgusting shit. The game was fucking terrible. The weapons were kind of fun to use here and there. I mean, I think the aim assist was overall functional on that game. But the maps were why Vanguard really was a piece of shit. The lies in the maps. And I could really dig into it and explain further into detail why I hate Vanguard. But I'm not going to. There's no fucking point. There's really no point. You already know why that game was a piece of shit. If you don't think it belongs in the F tier, what fucking tier do you want me to put it in? I mean, it's just a dog shit game. Just because it had 16 maps, you want it to be a B or a C, or maybe even a D? Fuck that. It's a shitty, rotten game to the core. It deserves an F, 100%. Speaking of F tier, look no further than this piece of fucking dog shit, Modern Warfare 2. Everyone was up in their motherfucking feelings when they first bought this game and realized it was a piece of shit. I told y'all before this game came out it was going to be a piece of shit. I told y'all before the alpha and the beta that that game was going to suck dick. Well, I hate to tell you so, but motherfucker, I was right. All this game gives a fuck about is Warzone. And honestly, I don't even think they even give a fuck about Warzone anymore. 99% of what they give a fuck about is exploiting people for their money. All they give a fuck about is adding dumbass, thick booty Nicki Minaj skins. And they're bringing back Snoop Dogg, like we didn't just see him last year in fucking Vanguard. They're bringing back sorry ass motherfucking Snoop Dogg. Let this man be, okay? Leave this man alone. I'm tired of seeing Snoop Dogg on every motherfucking promotional standpoint. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing him on the fucking Corona beer commercials. I'm tired of seeing him in car commercials. I'm almost as tired of seeing Shaq too. Like, I'm tired of seeing that big, tall, lanky son of a bitch. But I'm really tired of seeing fucking Snoop Dogg too. I'm tired of these dumbass operators and these stupid motherfucking skins and these dumbass bundles that don't the fuck belong in Call of Duty. If you're gonna add a goddamn skin to fuck people out of their money with, why don't you give us like a goddamn, I don't know, man, a motherfucking, you know what, fuck it. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna think of no goddamn examples. But something that's actually fucking war related. For example, why not a fucking Top Gun Maverick skin? No, you add corny ass rappers. You add 21, and then you add Nicki Minaj. Sorry ass motherfucking rappers. Even though I think 21 is okay, I don't fuck with this bundle being on Call of Duty because it has no place of being in Call of Duty. Call of Duty ain't COD anymore. It's not. It's basically like playing a fucking dress-up simulator. A pay-to-win dress-up simulator. Or like playing the fucking Sims. It's not Call of Duty. Point blank period, it's not. All their effort is in making bundles. It's not in making maps. That's why half the maps you get now are lazy copy and paste pieces of shit. They're either reskins, or they copy and pasted shit from Warzone, or some other game mode. They're not handcrafted anymore. There's no thought put into it. There's no care being put into it. They don't give a fuck about community feedback. Just, I could keep going and going and going, y'all, but what the hell's the point? But here y'all go. The finished product. Just to sum it up here, the S tier, we got BO1 and BO2. A tier, we got Modern Warfare Original, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 3. B tier, we got World at War, we got Modern Warfare 3, and Infinite Warfare. In the C tier, we've got Ghosts, we've got Advanced Warfare, we've got Modern Warfare Remastered, we've got World War 2, and we've got Black Ops 4. For the D tier, we got Modern Warfare 2019, that is. And then for the F tier, we have got Cold War, we have got Vanguard, and we've got this shitty ass motherfucking game, which is the worst game to date, I think ever, not even in terms of COD, just one of the worst games ever in Modern Warfare 2 2022. If there was an F- category, this bitch would be in here. If there was a G category, as in gay as fuck, I would put this game in there. But it is what it is. There y'all have it. There's the tier list. Sorry if I'm kind of spinning my wheels here a little bit. I'm tired as fuck. I'm dizzy as hell. I've got bad vertigo. I've been sick the past 3-4 days, which is why you haven't seen too many live streams or any videos. I had a upper respiratory infection. I just didn't really feel like making videos. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of these comments here. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I think I left off on Valid Gamer's comment, World War II is ass. After that, though, we got Wolfblade. Treyarch was never known for their great server connections and had the worst hit detection throughout all 3 dev teams. I can pretty much agree with that. I don't think any of these old games on the Xbox 360 or the PS3 was known for having a great connection. But damn it, they were fun. They were hella fun. They had shitty ass servers, but they were fun. But yeah, hit detection, nah. Nah, BO2 had really good hit detection. BO1 had okay hit detection, but that's about it. Most of them were ass. I'll be 86 years old when GTA comes out. Feels like, man, it is what it is. GTA 6 probably won't even be all that. It probably won't be. Gilbert says COD Black Ops 3 was the last good COD, and COD Black Ops 2 is the last great COD. I respect that. Hell, I can't even disagree with that, really. I mean, I would say BO4 was the last decent COD we got. Or even Modern Warfare 2019 was the last okay COD that we got. But yeah, after that, it went to hell. Really, after Modern Warfare 3 came out, I don't know. That's kind of when COD was just slowly starting to go downhill. You could see where it was not going to be what it was before. They started removing game modes. They started kind of caring less. But I mean, really, Black Ops 4 was the cutoff. Trash Ops 4, fast paced, BOTG, whatever the fuck that stands for, multiplayer, terrible hit detection, specialist ruin, skill gap, and fun. Cough Cough Zero and Nomad. Zombies cartoon kitty trash. Blackout was decent. Worst Black Ops so far. Well, I can't disagree with the fact that it's the worst Black Ops so far. I don't think BO4 was all that bad in terms of gameplay. I think that the health system, the 150 health system, was the major, biggest fuck off with that game. And some of the maps were questionable at best. Some of them were really damn fun. And overall, BO4 was a decent game. Again, nothing great, nothing phenomenal, just decent. My opinion on it, anyways. How the fuck do people like Cold War? I don't know, Phoenix. I don't know. Why do people like cock and ball torture? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people would ever like that game. It was trash when it came out. It was trash when it ended. I shouldn't say ended. I mean, it's not like you can't turn around and play it right now as I speak. But when the next game came out, Cold War was still a piece of shit. They still haven't fixed what was wrong with it at the very beginning. It was never, ever a good game. I don't know why people blindly dick ride it. Oh, that's because my daddy Treyarch made it. Fuck you and Treyarch. I had respect for Treyarch before Cold War came out. I'm gonna put it like that. Fuck Cold War. Again, I appreciate all the views it got me on the 10 reasons why Cold War is the worst Call of Duty of all time, and the don't you hate that shit videos in terms of Call of Duty Cold War, and the fucking reasons why Call of Duty Cold War sucks, parts 1 through 3, I think. Maybe 1 through 4, I forget. I think I just put out 3. But yeah, that's where a lot of people discovered my channel. Those videos got probably 50, 60, 70,000 views on them. Unfortunately, when YouTube went on their fucking bitch tangent and their fucking fag charade that they went on about 2 years ago and made me delete or put all my videos on private, those videos went down along with that. So I still have those videos on my channel, but they are not to where people can view them because YouTube went on that fucking bitch tangent. They're like, nope, it's deemed as offensive. Cannot have these videos on here anymore. So I said, well, I don't really have a choice. I gotta take those down. I had to take down 95% of the videos on this channel, which sucks. I think this channel would be doing so much better than what it is right now if I had those videos up still. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna bitch too much about the past. But there y'all have it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this bitch up. I'm getting so fucking tired right now. I feel like I'm finna pass out. So I appreciate y'all coming on here and watching. If y'all are watching this after the stream, drop a comment down below. What do you want to see changed on this tier list? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Or just drop your entire motherfucking tier list. I don't give a fuck. I'll read it. But I'll catch y'all the next time. Have a good one. Deuces.